There is no end to Russia's pummeling Ukraine despite the big U.S. orchestrated peace push. A day after U.S. President Donald Trump said he was not happy with Russia bombarding Ukraine like crazy, as he called it, Russia unleashed another barrage of strikes late on Tuesday. On your screen, emergency workers and firefighters are at work at a residential building in Kharkiv after a Russian drone strike. Ukraine says Russia launched 55 drones late on Tuesday and through the night in Kharkiv, Dnipro and Kramatorsk, injuring at least 17 people, targeting residential areas as well as industrial and storage facilities. 20 drones hit Kharkiv alone. That has been hit almost daily over the last week. The Kremlin, on its part, justifies the strikes in Ukraine, calling them a response to Ukraine's violation of the 30-day moratorium on strikes on energy infrastructure. Moscow says Ukraine continues to strike Russian energy infrastructure on a daily basis.
Violations of its obligations are being shared with US, UN and OSCE as concrete and fact-based confirmations of incapability of Zelensky and his gang to negotiate and them being completely irresponsible.
Delegations from the US and Russia will hold talks in Istanbul on Thursday. They stated the agenda is restoring some embassy operations that have been scaled back in 3 years after Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. But wider discussions amid a continued Russian onslaught in Ukraine cannot be ruled out. China, meanwhile, has rejected outright the Ukrainian charge of Chinese nationals being part of Russian ground operations in eastern Ukraine. Ukraine had claimed it captured 2 Chinese soldiers. China has said that it took no sides in this war. It also added that it is verifying facts while stressing that it was or has always called on its citizens to stay away from the armed conflict.
This statement is groundless. China's position on the Ukrainian crisis issue is clear and widely recognized by the international community. Ukraine should correctly view China's efforts and constructive role in seeking a political solution to the Ukrainian crisis.
The Ukraine Defense Contact Group, a grouping of 50 countries, will be meeting in Brussels next week to coordinate military aid for Ukraine. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will attend the meeting virtually.